Thursday. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, we are still waiting to get this taken care of. It's slow work, but I want you to know that our staff has been fantastic in staying on top of trying to push it through some red tape that hasn't been so fantastic. But we'll keep you updated about all of this. And you will hear this Sunday how you can contribute to make sure that this gets restored and returned so we can get our kids back in this part of the building. Back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. Have you ever met a person or known a person who is like doing exactly what they were supposed to be doing? I'm not necessarily talking about like a job or a career. Sometimes it can be that, but they're just in the place that you knew was the perfect place for them. Janet and I, a few weeks ago, got to make a trip to see our sons and our grandsons. And on the way, we made a couple stops along the way, just for a couple days out. And one of the stops was at old, I guess we call them friends of ours now, who own an event center just off the coast in South Carolina, Bluffton, just 20 minutes north of Savannah. She grew up in our youth group. We were really close to their family. Her older sister babysat our oldest son. She was in Janet's girls' mission organization, and they went on trips all over the place. So we have a long history, but her as a teenager, well, she's an adult now, obviously, and she runs this event center called Hewitt Oaks. Her and her husband run it. She started a hospitality catering service called Southern Graces that she still operates kind of like within and apart from Hewitt Oaks. And her husband is world class. Like, we got the opportunity to do their wedding. Back when we lived in Knoxville, the wedding was on Tybee Island, on the shore, on the beach. And then the reception was in Savannah, way before we even thought about moving here. So they loved that area from the beginning. She met him at a culinary event a long, long time ago when we did the wedding. He ran Bobby Flay's Manhattan restaurant, won an Iron Chef competition, and actually cooked for Julia Childs. He does Southern fusion food. That's kind of his artistry. He's legit. And then Bethany runs Hewitt Oaks. Now Bethany is perpetual sunshine and rainbows and glitter, but not in this detached way. She's got a business mind that is on point. The girl can run a business. This is a huge business that she runs. But what's amazing to watch her is Bethany has this gift of hospitality. And when she's doing what she's meant to do, it just flows from her. So we had passed by her event center, I don't know, a year or two ago, and she messaged me and said, "I can't believe you're so close and you didn't see us." So we made this trip to go see her. We show up at her place. She's in the middle of working out these ginormous events. She stops, just runs, hugs, welcomes us, gets us settled in the little bridal suite that we'll be staying in for the night. And then we go over to their house that night and have a pretty fancy dinner that the both of them prepare, because she cooks too. The amazing thing about Bethany is it doesn't seem like work when she's doing what she's doing. It seems effortless. I know it's not. They work 16, 18-hour days. And some big events, they will work 80, 90-hour weeks. She talked about telling her employees that she's hiring them, this job isn't for the faint of heart. But I know that when she's in it, there's so much joy that she gets back from it. that even though it's physically exhausting and even mentally exhausting of trying to figure everything out, it feeds her. It drains her, but it feeds her. She is the perfect example I know of what it means to find our purpose. And that is our series that we're doing for the month of June. We just started it last Sunday. You can watch that one. You're not too late if you haven't joined us. But it's based on a book by Bob Goff, who has the same kind of personality. You saw a video. You'll see another video this Sunday called Undistracted. And it's how to cultivate and curate your life so you can find that thing that feeds you and live into it. Now, some people are very fortunate and it gets to be their job. They've found some way to meld the work that they do to earn a living with what feeds them. And for some people, it doesn't work out that way, and it's hard. You may not like your job, you may not enjoy your job may be really difficult, the alarm goes off on Monday morning, and you just groan thinking, I've got to slog through another week. The way that you counter that is not jumping from job to job to job, trying to find the one that feeds you, is you look for that thing inside of you that was divinely placed to give you the joy and purpose that you're looking for in life. So last week we talked about removing the distractions that keep you from finding that thing. This week we actually talk about the process of trying to find your purpose. Now, I don't believe that we were all downloaded with a certain set of skills and there's only one thing that we can do. I believe that the way that we grew up, the way that God designed us, the way that we're made, all the things that pour into who we are have created a set of passions, a set of skills, a set of tools that we can use in a variety of different ways. That we're not just locked into that one career and play Let's Make a Deal and it's door number 2 or curtain number 1, and if you choose poorly, then you get the box of rice-a-roni. I don't believe God works that way. That we have a lot of choice and a lot of agency in choosing to pursue a life that just brings that kind of joy that I see that comes from Bethany. And we want to help you do that. So this Sunday, we talk about purpose, how to find purpose, how to discover those things inside of you that you may not be able to change where you work, but can point you in the direction of finding a life that just fills you with meaning and purpose and brings joy. And it may be physically or mentally exhausting, but it feeds you. And I know deep down inside, you're looking for that too. So that will happen this Sunday. And we hope that you join us either virtually. You are just as much a part of our congregation as if you were here physically. We get messages from people who say, hey, I stumbled upon you. I love what you do there. And we consider you church family. Or if you're in person, we had a great group this past Sunday. Just a great service. You can join us in person. We're winding down a little bit for the summer. Our children's ministry, Promised Land, is taking a break. Our student ministry is taking a break, joining us in worship. We will have some events that we will promote. We've got two coming in July, and we'll let you know about that. The women's ministry have an event this Saturday. There's a lot of energy at that man cave this past Monday night. We had a great time. So there still are some things going on. Get on social media and you'll see everything that's happening at New Community Church. So I'm going to get ready to get into the day. I'm going to download more coffee. And I want you to join us so you can be on that journey to find that thing that feeds you, that brings life, meaning, and purpose. So have a great week, stay cool, and we'll see you Sunday.